Hey there! Just want to show you today how can you run LangWatch experiments with any LLM pipeline that you might have. So here I have the demo project, and let me go to the data sets. There is a data set here that I'll use as an example, LangWatch rag. It just has some questions on what is LangWatch, and I can use that to run a batch evaluation on a rag pipeline bot that I have and to improve it. For example, I'm going to choose answer relevancy, OpenAI moderation, and the faithfulness here. And then it will give you a code snippet, which I'll copy. And then on this code, you can run anything, really, like any LLM that you might have, you run inside this callback here. So I have a notebook ready here with this example. It's exactly this. It's already pasted. So the way I have this notebook set up is first I define my LLM pipeline here, and here you can import your own pipeline files, but I created it from scratch here. It's a simple link chain rag. So what we have is a vector database reading from our documentation from LangWatch, and then embedding it with OpenAI. Then we have a model, we're using GPT-4o, and a prompt that says that you are a helpful assistant that replies in short tweets and use lots of emojis. But then we also give it a tool to be able to search LangWatch documentation and be able to answer the user question. So here I have example, what is LangWatch? Let me actually run this. And then you can see that it reply LangWatch is an open source LLM ops platform, helps track months, so we reply correctly. And we also captured the retrieved outputs here, which were found by the rag, because this is important for this evaluation that we chose. If you look back here, you see that faith must require the contexts to do the proper evaluation. The others only require input and output. So then we have both the output and the contexts. So then the way we set up our batch evaluation experiment is by calling our LLM pipeline, in this case our link chain, we call it through here. So on this callback, what happens is each entry from this data set that I'll have here will come back into this callback that I have defined, and then I will take the entry input, which is the question the user asked, and I'll send it to my LLM, and then I'll get the output back and the context that it retrieved, which I saved in this helper variable here. So with this, we are able to run an evaluation on each one of those entries. So let me run this and see the results. So it will take a while to run. Let's skip through the end. Okay, so it took but half a minute to run, and right here you can see the results already. So you can see from each evaluation, relevancy, moderation, faithfulness, you can see the scores. But then you can also click here to get a nice summary. You can see that answer relevancy was 0.65, faithfulness 70, and OpenAI moderation was 100%, so all responses are safe, it seems. And then you can see here the more details on each evaluation. But then the thing is, now you can experiment with it, you can change stuff, right? And no matter how complex is your pipeline, you can change anything and just rerun this to see if results would improve. So for example, what if I remove the use of emojis? Does it improve the results? So let's just retry this. And then you can see that, emojis are gone on the output, while there was a lot of emojis on the original one. And then let's run this again. And note that I changed the prompt, but I could have changed the chunk size, I could have changed the vector database, I could have changed anything. The important thing is that I run my pipeline and then I give back the output, so then they can be evaluated. So let's wait for this one to finish too. And there you go. Let's see what was the results we had before. So faithfulness went from 70 to 74, so maybe a little bit of increase there, and answer relevancy a little bit of decrease with the change of emoji. So yeah, interesting results on this just demonstration data set. But yeah, I hope that made it clear how can you use LangWatch batch evaluations and how powerful it is for you to improve your LLM pipelines. See ya.